In the spring of 1917, New York City's Union Square became the site of a new construction project. This was no ordinary development, and in the coming weeks, excited onlookers soon saw that a wooden ship was taking shape. Not only was it a wooden ship, but a battleship of the US Navy. So, why was a wooden battleship being built in a park in America's largest city? As the United States formally entered World War I on April 6, 1917, New York City's mayor, John Mitchell, needed to boost numbers of U.S. Navy and Marine Corps enlistments. With only 900 men enlisting for the 2,000-man goal, he wanted to get more New Yorkers interested in joining. The idea of creating a new recruiting and training location was now in the works, and it was soon envisioned to look like a U.S. Navy battleship. At the cost of $10,000, all paid for by conscription through New York City's Defense League, the U.S. Navy did not put any money into building the landship. Dubbed USS Recruit, the ship was finished in May 1917, was 250 feet long, and had a beam of 40 feet. Recruit featured 6 14-inch wooden guns in 3 twin turrets, 2 fore and 1 aft. Secondary armament was 10 5-inch casemate wooden guns, 5 on each side. Recruit was christened on May 30th, 1917, with huge crowds surrounding it and the park itself, as Mayor Mitchell presented the ship to the Navy, and command was given to a veteran of the Civil War and Spanish-American War, Commander Charles A. Adams. Along with the guns, she had a superstructure, a conning tower, a single smokestack, and 2 50-foot tall cage masts. Personnel from the Brooklyn Navy Yard installed various nautical equipment throughout the ship, even making the bridge fully equipped. 2 actual weapons were installed on the ship for demonstration purposes, which were 1-pounder breech-loading rifles. Not only did Recruit look like a battleship, but she was built to be an active recruiting and training environment. The ship's interior featured a slew of rooms and spaces used by the U.S. Navy and Marine Corps. There were recruiting offices for both branches inside, along with doctors' offices, waiting rooms, examination rooms, showers, toilets, a wireless station, and officers' quarters. Enlisted men would follow the daily routines of a real ship, with actual officers teaching the recruits the way of life in the Navy. Some examples of these routines included being ready at 0600, attending classes, scrubbing the decks, doing laundry, standing guard, and answering questions from onlookers. The ship was also open to the public for tours, and would be used for Liberty Bond drives, events, boxing matches, and even was the set for the 1917 movie Over There. At some point in late 1917 to early 1918, the ship was painted in a dazzle camouflage, like real ships in the Atlantic Combat Zone. After the war ended in November 1918, Recruit continued her use as a recruiting and training facility until its closing in March 1920. By this time, Recruit was estimated to enlist more than 25,000 men for the U.S. Navy. The ship was soon to be disassembled and moved to Coney Island in Brooklyn to continue her role. However, as soon as the ship was disassembled, landship Recruit was never rebuilt for some reason, with the wood likely reused on other projects around the city. This would not be the last time a training station was built in the shape of a ship. As one example, in 1949, the name USS Recruit was used once again for a 2/3 scale destroyer escort landship located at the U.S. Navy's Naval Training Center in San Diego. It was used as a training facility of various capacities until 1997 and was opened as a museum in 2023. If you liked fun stories such as this, let me know in the comments of what else you'd like to see. More videos will be on the way soon.